Let's understand the Excel layout. We have tabs at the top. So home, insert, page layout, data, review, view. These are all tabs. In each of these tabs, there are different groups. For example, the home tab has clipboard, font, alignment, number. And then each group has different commands in it. For example, here we have the font face, the font size, the border, and so on and so forth. So we have tabs. Each tab has multiple groups, and groups have commands in them. Some of these groups also have additional settings which are available in this diagonal dropdown, or rather the diagonal arrow, and this will open even more options for you. We have rows and columns. We have 1048,576 rows, and we have about 16,000 columns in XFD. Do remember that this is a limitation. If you have 20,000 columns with you, there is no way to put it on a single Excel sheet. Right now we're working on an Excel sheet called Sheet 1. We can obviously add another sheet. There is no hard limit on the number of sheets that you can create, but after a point, if there is a lot of data in these sheets, the file might slow down or might crash. Here we have the formula bar, where you can see the formula or the value that you have written in the cell. Have a name box, which we will be covering later. You might also have noticed that I have certain tabs that you might not have on your system. For example, the tab called Havishan Consulting is my own add-in that I have created, which you would definitely not have on your system. There is also something called Draw, Developer, Power Pivot, and Script Lab. These are all a part of Excel, and all of these are free of cost. You don't have to pay any money for them, but you might not see them right now. Not to worry, as and when the topic comes up in the lectures, I will explain you how to enable all of these. In the bottom right corner, you can see we have a normal, a page layout, and a page break preview. This basically allows us to see the Excel sheet in different ways. For example, this is the normal view. Page layout allows us to see different pages like this. This is helpful when you want to take out a printout. And the last one is the page break preview. For example, let's say I've selected a certain number of rows and columns. The page break preview will allow us to only see the area that I've selected. And why is it only showing us 6 cells? Because we only have values in those 6 cells right now. Let's go back to the normal view. So that covers the interface. Let's also look at navigation. We have rows and columns. We can obviously go left, right, up, down. If you want to select multiple cells, you can press Shift along with the arrow to select multiple cells. You can also drag with the mouse and select it like this. If you want to select cells that are non-contiguous, which means for example, selecting D2, D3, D4, and I want to select F2, F3, F4, I can press the Control key that will allow me to select these 6 cells. You can also select the entire column or a bunch of columns, the row or a bunch of different rows. The same rule applies here, which means that if you want to select column D and column F, you can press Control and do this. Most of your laptops, you would also be able to pinch in and pinch out on the trackpad. That will allow you to zoom in and zoom out. If you want to add a worksheet, you can press Shift F11. That will add a new worksheet. Obviously, when you right click and delete it, it will give you a prompt if there is some data on it. For example, let's say I've written something here. If I try to delete it, it tells me that This is a permanent deletion, so we would not be able to undo it. So you have to be very careful about this. When you have created multiple sheets, you can even group the sheets together. For example, you can select all the 3 sheets. If you notice at the top, it says book 1 group, which means that if I perform an operation, for example, I change the color of row number 1 to yellow, now you would notice, let me ungroup this first. You would notice that the same color has been applied on all these 3 sheets. So whether it is formatting or a formula, this can help you quite a lot. When you have a very large number of sheets with you, let's say you have about 50 sheets with you, you can scroll left and right. You can also right click in this area on the left of the sheet names, and this will give you a list of all the different sheets that you have. And you can just jump to the one that you want. If you want to jump from the first one to the last one, you can click on the right arrow while holding down Control. Same thing, if you want to come to the first sheet, you press the left arrow, pressing Control. Let me remove all of the sheets that I've created. So right click and delete. Wonderful. So that's a little bit of navigation and interface that we have looked at. In the next lecture, we will start working with the different commands that we have in the Home tab.